Hello. Well, have a look around. For those that have been watching me for a while, you might recognise this very bench and this very spot. I sat here, made a video a while ago now, saying I have some very difficult news. I think that's what it was called. So the video was to tell you that I had bowel cancer and I was all over the place and very worried and all the rest of it, obviously. So that was then. Now the two shocks are, number one, it was 5 years ago. Can you believe that? 5 long years. It disappeared. 5 years. I was diagnosed in 2020. The time of COVID malarkey, and I had to go into hospital loads of times, and everybody said wear a mask, and I said no thank you, no thank you. That was a lot of old rubbish really. And then in 21 I had my surgery, so it makes it 5 years that I was diagnosed.
Morning.
Hiya. So yeah, it makes it 5 years that I was diagnosed. And really forced into surgery, but yeah, so 5 years have gone by. So that's one of the shocks, is that it's 5 years. I can't believe it. The other thing is I'm cancer free. Yeah, I've done it somehow, against all odds and what have you. It's been 5 long years. I've been on the 5-year cancer pathway, they call it. They've now signed me off of the 5-year cancer pathway, meaning I'm good to go. Meaning, on my calendar, I will have no more cancer this, cancer that, cancer this. It's lovely they keep an eye on you, but do you know what? My bloody calendar, I've had tests, I've had blood tests, I've had different procedures, different things done. I've had a phone call, I've had a letter, I've had this, I've had that. And it goes on throughout the month, really. These are getting brave, especially with the black and white. So, what good news, eh? So I sat here and I said, I've got some difficult news. Well, now I can sit here and say, I've got some brilliant, fantastic, wonderful and glorious news. I am cancer free. I am off of their books. They've got a shot on me, finally. Now, of course, I've been cancer free for all this time, but there's with colon cancer, bowel cancer, there's quite a risk, quite a massive risk that it will come back. If it does come back, it comes back in the 2 to 3 year point. I'm well past that now, so really I'm good to go. I'm good to go, and I couldn't be happier, thrilled to bits. So I just thought I'd make this video. Now, on the back of this video, I'm writing a book, as you know, called Dear Friend, and I've written a piece I'd like to read to you about cancer. So we'll do that in a few seconds. And in the meantime, thank you for joining me. Take care. Be well. Look at you. You okay? You are a good boy. You're trapped up now. Bode. Bode. You're trapped up with your lead. Come here. Bode. Bode, hello. Bode. Are you deaf? Right. You're trapped up with your lead. I'm going to have to help you. So, yeah, I will leave you. I think I've got a little bit more to add to this video at home. I have, and then I'll read you a little bit on that I've written for. Come here, you silly boy, honestly, look. Come here, let me do this. Right, come here, you've been silly, come here. I don't know what's wrong with this dog, I tell you. There we go. We've done that 1,001 times, haven't we, eh? So yeah, I'll read you a little bit from my new book that will be out at some stage. Fairly soon, I hope. Cancer free. Look at me, cancer free. I'm a poet and don't know it. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your well wishes as well. Around that time, 2020, I think people kept me going, really, to be honest. You know, I needed somebody and you were there. Thank you. Really big heartfelt thank you. Okay, see you at home. Cheers. Hello. Yes, 5 years. Can you believe that? 5 years. So, yeah, I'm cancer free. Finally. I say finally, I've been cancer free for a while, haven't I? Quite clearly. What I'm banging on about is that I've been given the all clear from the 5-year cancer pathway. So, which has been it's been wonderful that they've been taking care of me, but it's been a thing in the back of my mind nearly all the time for 5 years, nearly all the time. Sometimes there hasn't been a month on my calendar that didn't involve something to do with cancer, just something. Anyway, so that is a situation. There we go. So 5 long years has come to an end, and I am pleased as punch, I tells you. It's a beautiful feeling, glorious, wonderful. I feel very, very grateful, very blessed, lucky to be here. I also feel sorry for those that are no longer here, and I also feel sorry for those that are struggling going through it, because you do struggle. No two ways about that. But for me, I can only now talk about me, really. My calendar has been cancer for 5 years. And this month, there's been cancer 3 times. But now there's not. There's not. And it's normally a checkup, it's normally a test, it's normally some bloods, it's normally this, it's normally that. There's a phone call coming in, there's a range appointment here, go to hospital and have that done, have this little procedure, drink this vile bloody poison and shit yourself. There's been a lot, really, a lot in life. So anyway, here we are. There we go. Yeah, here we are. Crazy. Unbelievable, really. But I must say a big thank you. I'm not going to say names, but a big thank you to about 4 people that have just kept me going, really. There was a time, believe it or not, there was a time where I wasn't going to go through the surgery. And I thought, well, that's my lot. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. I didn't think I'd have the strength to do it. I kept thinking something was going to go wrong. My auntie died on the operating table, or whatever you want to call it, through a mistake. But even so, it was with the anaesthetic. So that made my dear old mum very, very afraid of anaesthetic. And when my mum had her hip sawn out of her, slung in the bloody bin, and they put a nylon one or whatever it is in, she wasn't knocked out at all. She wouldn't do it. She could not do it. They gave her an epidural and some gas and air, and she was good to go. She was chatting. She said, oh, they're bloody banging. She said, they're sawing. What a thing, eh? Pulling and pushing and oh dear. Anyway, that's come down. Oh, it's my lovely lady come to do my toenails, so I've got to go. But that's come down to the kids, some of the kids in the family, namely me. And especially when I was told I probably wouldn't make it. Not once, but loads of times. And I've got that written in 2 letters from the hospital. They followed up with dozens of phone calls saying the same thing over and over again. They really didn't want to operate, did they? But here we are. I proved them all bloody wrong. Right, I'll be back when I've had my toenails done, I think. Cheers. Hello. Okay, that's my feet. I got dancing feet now. Yeah, I have a lady come. It hurts me back. I have a lady come to do my toenails. It hurts my back if I try, and she massages my feet, and it's all lovely. It's all so why not? So, yeah, cancer-free, 5-year pathway, come to an end. My calendar has nothing on it. January 26. Yeah, so anyway, I did say that I was going to read you something, so I'm going to read something. I'll show you some images or something like that, but I'm going to read you something that I wrote over really a number of evenings, but it's all come together, and it's in my new book. My new book won't be released by the time you get this video, but it will be at some stage, and the book will be called Dear Friend. So I'm going to read that in a minute, but in between times, take good care of yourselves, take care of each other. If you can get outside, because it is glorious and it is sunny. And for those who celebrate it, have a good Christmas, or whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate. We'll be having Bodhi's birthday as normal. He's 12. Bodhi is 12 on the 25th. So I hope all goes well for you, and Happy New Year if I don't see you before, or if you can't be bothered to watch a video or whatever. But just come back safe and well in 26, or if not, then we'll see you again before too long. So that's my news really, and I'm really pleased, as you can tell. So sending you all much love. Thank you for all your well wishes during this 5 years of all these procedures and bits and bobs that I had to go through as well, but particularly through surgery and everything. When I made that video, that initial video, there was a lot of response, not just on that video, but a lot of private messages came in, and thank you so much. It really is appreciated. When you've got a backing of people, not necessarily family, it's just that's how things are, but when you've got a backing of people, it really goes a long, long way, so I do appreciate it. Thank you. So, we are off. Have a good Crimbo Limbo. Crimbo Limbo is the time between Christmas and New Year. Crimbo Limbo. Put your feet up. Snore. Take care, and I'll read you this bit in a second, but we'll be back again another day, and thank you for this year, for your comments, or for clicking like or saying hello. Take care then, and be well. Cancer has changed me. Dear friend, I'm going to try to empty my head, express something I have never honestly spoken about. This isn't me being self-indulgent. It is written in the hope that either it may help others experiencing similar, or perhaps allow open and honest conversations to take place. Trauma doesn't just bruise the body, it rearranges the furniture in your mind. And after cancer, I found myself walking around a room I barely recognised. But slowly, I learnt where the light switches were again. Cancer didn't just change my life, it recalibrated it, it rearranged my priorities with the subtlety, I can't say that word, subtlety of a brick through a window. It taught me that fear and courage often hold hands. Some days one leads, some days the other, but they do walk the same path together. I learned quickly that the world grows strangely silent when you're ill. Some people step forward, Some quietly vanish, and some stand frozen, unsure of what to say. I've forgiven them all. Not everyone knows how to hold another person's pain. So what is life really like after cancer? Expressing feelings and experiences after cancer can be difficult. Survivors might find that their friends and loved ones do not fully understand their journey or the ongoing challenges they face. Sadly, many of us experience cancer ghosting, and for me, my family didn't really show any concern. Psychologically, illness forces you into honesty with your body, your limits and your emotions. You can't pretend to be invincible when your mortality has asked to speak with you privately. Humour became its own kind of medicine. I found myself laughing at odd moments because sometimes the absurdity of being human is the only thing that keeps you upright. In many ways, cancer stripped me back to my essence. What matters now is real. What doesn't matter, evaporated. Once treatment ends, people often expect you to go back to normal. But in truth, cancer can change you physically, emotionally, and mentally. Are you ever the same after cancer? Everyone's cancer experience is different. What remains true for most people is that cancer creates big changes that touch almost every area of your life. Cancer changed me in ways I'm still learning to understand, not just my body, my being. It rearranged my priorities, peeled back the surface of things, and placed me face to face with what truly matters. Illness is a way of stripping life down to its essence. You learn quickly what is real and what never was. You learn who stays, who disappears, who shows up only when it's convenient, and who sits with you in the dark simply because they care. I didn't get the heroic version of support. There were no crowds, no warm circles of family cheering me on. Some drifted, some turned away, and some never even asked how I was. And that hurt, in places deeper than the diagnosis itself. I've read so many reports and interviews about survivors who say they often feel isolated, misunderstood, or even dismissed by friends, co-workers, or healthcare providers who assume the hard part is over. Survivors often live with two realities at once: gratitude for staying alive and grief for the part of themselves they lost along the way. Healing is learning to let both truths sit at the same table. Even with the best possible outcome, many or most survivors live with a constant underlying fear that the cancer might return. Things like follow-up scans or unexplained symptoms can bring intense anxiety, often called scanxiety. This fear doesn't go away. It just becomes something you learn to manage. For me, I have managed well and no longer think that every little ache or health concern is something devastating, but scans, appointments, tests and checks can easily throw me into a tailspin, and I assume the worst. I try to prepare myself, ready for bad news. Most survivors face lingering or permanent physical effects. These changes can be surprising and frustrating, and they are rarely talked about in depth before treatment ends. Personally, nothing was explained to me before or indeed after. Depression, anxiety and PTSD are common in cancer survivors, but they are underdiagnosed. The trauma of cancer plus the stress of navigating a new normal can affect your mental health long after physical healing. I now find myself walking with shadows. Cancer has a way of rearranging your priorities like an over-enthusiastic cleaner. It throws half your life into metaphorical bin bags and says you don't need that anyway. And strangely, it's usually right. It is important to know that all feelings are a normal response to a life-changing experience. Many cancer survivors experience a range of complex emotions, including sadness, anxiety, anger, and a sense of loss of the person they were before, both during and after treatment. It can be difficult when others expect you to get back to normal or be happy the treatment is over. But emotional recovery takes time, and there is no right or wrong way to feel. What you are experiencing could be a sign of depression or post-traumatic stress. It could also be just the way you are now. Having so much to deal with mentally and physically, your body will have been swimming in hormones, chemicals, medication and disease, possibly for many, many months. The expectation is that since you don't have cancer anymore, everything about your physical, mental and emotional health must be okay. Yet your mind and heart are still processing the experience, and your body is still healing. Before my own cancer diagnosis, I was guilty of thinking the same way as anyone else. I heard cancer-free in relation to others and automatically breathed a sigh of relief. Back then I didn't know any better, but I also didn't mean any harm by it, so I know other people don't either. I learned that people respond to illness and disease in completely different ways. Some lean in with love, others disappear because your pain reminds them of their own. Psychologically, humans avoid what scares them, but healing comes when you stop taking their absence personally. Cancer taught me to stop apologising for taking up space, for resting, for needing to step away. Cancer will strip away your people-pleasing faster than any self-help book. Your energy becomes too precious to spend on pretending. There is a psychological term, post-traumatic growth. It means becoming stronger in the broken places. I never asked for this experience, but I can't deny that something inside me grew deeper roots because of it. Cancer didn't make me fearless, it made me selectively afraid. I might now hate going to hospitals, but I fiercely protect the things that matter: my peace, my time, my small joys, my soul. I laugh more now, not because life is easier, but because I finally understand how precious and how ridiculous it all is. Dark humour might be the last real medicine the world hasn't overcharged for. Having cancer has changed me. I have a life sentence of fearing it might come back. I have developed quite a dislike of hospitals. I have had a series of panic attacks. I hate opening letters now. I will admit to feeling absolutely fucking miserable the night before my colonoscopy. Deeply, deeply miserable. So much so that I have to work hard on myself to prevent it from dragging me down into a deep depression. Having cancer is so cruel. My body and my mind have both been altered. I wish I was the old Bri. I no longer measure life in years, but in moments of presence. the warm mug in my hands, the quiet mornings when anxiety sleeps in, the sheer miracle of another glorious sunrise that I get to witness. I can tell you, as a survivor, you're really never done with cancer, but you can be a victim of cancer or a survivor of cancer. If we believe that tomorrow will be better, we can handle the hardship today. Hope is important because it can make the present moment less difficult to bear. So let your hopes, not your hurts, shape your future. Cancer is only going to be a chapter in your life, not the whole story. I learned that survival isn't just a physical act, it's a spiritual one. Every day I chose to stay. Every day I chose to return to myself. Cancer changed me by stripping my life down to its essentials. And it turns out the essentials were always love, sincerity, rest, and the courage to live exactly as I am. I am not grateful for cancer, but I am grateful for who I am surviving it, more awake, more honest, and more me. As from December 2025, after a series of scans, tests, and bloods, I am currently cancer-free, and I am beyond grateful. Despite everything, I am still here, still alive, and still have many more years ahead. So I do feel very blessed and deeply thankful. When you have exhausted all possibilities, remember this: you haven't. Life may never be the same, but it is far better than the alternative. With love, your friend.